Welcome back to Mirror and Thread. So I have been doing this for 7 years running now, and I have never made a video like this. And I'm a little bit scared actually, because I don't like stepping on people's toes. I don't want to make anyone mad, but I do think it's important to give you some context and give you my worst purchases of the year. So I did my top sellers, my faves, my best things that I purchased this year, but I felt it was important to talk about. I do a lot of ordering, I do a lot of product reviews and tests here at Mirror and Thread, and these are some of the things that are definitely a no-go for me. So I thought this would be helpful for you as you are spending your hard-earned money or your Christmas money this year, some of the things that I didn't love, and then I'll give you some alternatives of things that did make my best-selling list. As with anything, this is my opinion. So if you have these things and you feel differently, that is totally fine. I'm going to leave everything on the links, even the good, the bad, and the ugly, so that you can check your own reviews. You can look at what other people are saying as well, and you don't have to just take my word for it, but this is my opinion. So number one, it pains me to say that this did not meet my expectations, but it is the Caraway cookware line. This is probably some of the highest dollar cookware on the market, and it is non-toxic, and they do have a non-stick, it's non-stick cookware, but the price of this stuff is absolutely astronomical. And I purchased this at the beginning of the year. I might have even purchased it last year, and was really thinking I was doing myself a favor with getting this super expensive cookware that was gonna last me forever. And I will tell you, this is the only pan that I have kept from that cookware. The frying pan, I think that thing, the coating on it, and I followed all the care instructions, y'all. I was very cautious about how I washed it, what kind of spatulas and things I used on it. I was so cautious and careful with this stuff. And the bottom, you can kind of see here, the bottom started getting where that non-stick just wasn't working as effectively anymore. And especially on the smaller frying pans, which is the things that I use all the time. The reason that this one has stuck around is because I just don't use this very often. Sometimes I'll boil pasta in it or something. But the one that I was using every single day, to me, for the price point, I did not feel like it held up very well. The alternative that I would give you, and I will sing the praises of this cookware line all day, every day, is Our Place. So I am eyeballing getting the entire cookware set. So far, I only have this pan. This is the Always pan. I bought these around the same time. This has gotten daily use, and look at the surface of this. It looks exactly the same as it did the day that I bought it. It is still perfectly non-stick. It works like a dream. There's water on this because I just washed it right before because we cooked eggs in it this morning for breakfast. I am so obsessed with this thing. Price points are fairly similar. This is still a non-toxic. It is definitely on the higher end line of cookware, but for me, I don't mind spending up for something if it's going to deliver on the quality, and this definitely delivered. Also, I like that with this line, you also get built-in spatula that you can use that's really good, high quality, and a steamer basket. So you're getting a little bit of a bonus, and these happen to be on deal right now for under $100. And I really want the full line on this one. So most of these, it's funny because I don't even have them in hand anymore because if something isn't working for me, then I am quick to throw it out, donate it, get rid of it, whatever. I don't want it taking up space if it's something that I'm never going to use. And one of those things, unfortunately, was the Stanley coffee mug. So I bought these last year. It was a after holiday deal, and I was so excited about them. I have the large Stanley tumblers that I love, and I thought the coffee mugs were so cute, but there were a lot of things that didn't go well with the coffee mugs. First of all, I found that having this shape, even though it has the handle, which I obviously knew, but the shape itself and the size does not fit in any cup holder. So you cannot take this if you're planning on driving or doing any sort of traveling because it's not going to fit in your cup holder. The other thing is the lid on that one doesn't actually close. It doesn't seal at all. It's just open. So I found I was constantly knocking it over. And then if I would try to drive with it, I'm like precariously trying to set it on something. And then if it tips just a little bit, it's spilling everywhere. And the coating on it, the thing that actually made it cute, came off pretty immediately. It was starting to peel off very, very quickly. So I was pretty disappointed in this, again, especially at the price point. But the alternative that I have loved is the simple modern tumblers. These are more affordable, I believe, anyways. They're a little bit bigger. The size of this will fit in every cup holder that you own. And I also like that the tops of these are screw on. It's not something that's gonna come off if your kids are messing with it. And it has the spout with the suction that you can actually push down, and this does not leak. Now, if you like tilt it upside down and shake it a ton, you might get a little bit of leakage with this. But if this tips, if it tilts, if it spills a little, you're getting very, very minimal coming out of this versus just an open hole at the top. So I've been really pleased with this, and both kept my coffee hot really nicely. This one keeps it even a little bit hotter because you can seal it. Another alternative, of course, is my Ember mug, and this is obviously a very different vibe. This is not a travel mug. This is not going to also fit well in a cup holder or be something that you're gonna wanna travel with because it's fully open. But if you have a work from home situation and you want to keep your coffee hot, I love these. It is self-warming, so you charge it overnight and then it just keeps it warm in the open mug. Next up, we have a legging battle, and these are, again, high quality, high dollar leggings. So first we have the Lululemon legging. These are very similar price point to the ones that I love, but I feel like these got a lot of hype in years past, and I even thought that I really liked these in years past, but then I tried something else that is just so much far and away better that I absolutely never wear these anymore. So part of the problem with these is that they just aren't like tight enough in the midsection, and they're always falling down. And I like to do weight training for my workouts most of the time. These are not squat proof. Like, they're falling down and I'm constantly pulling them up. Or if I'm doing like a HIIT workout where I'm doing a lot of, or a run or something like that, I feel like I all but need to just have my hands on them at all times to keep them up. That is a very annoying thing to me. They are really soft and comfortable. So if you wanted these as just like a daily wear kind of legging, I think they would be good for that. If you're planning on actually working out in these or doing anything physically active, these just are not it for me. Now, the thing that I'm obsessed with that to me is 10 times better than the Lulu leggings are the Spanx Booty Boost leggings. These stay on so well. These are like the most squat proof legging I've ever put on, and they are also the most flattering. So they have this tummy control here that Spanx is kind of known for. So they suck you in, they pull you in. Also, the way the stitching goes down here is so flattering, and they have this kind of lift technology where they make your bum look amazing. So these are always the thing that I grab first. Every single time that they're clean, I wear them, they go right back in the laundry, and 2 days later, I pick them up again. Like, they're just the best. They come in a 7/8 and a full length legging. This was such a disappointment to me. So this is the Revlon hair dryer round brush. I have seen this thing everywhere. Everyone was talking about it, and this is when I've been trying to obviously grow my hair out post chemo, wanted to take good care of it and not have to do as much straightening and heat damage. So I got this thing, and this is a no-go for me. Now, this is on the more affordable side, so be aware of that. The price difference is pretty significant with what I'm gonna share here. So if you want something that's just going to like quickly dry your hair, I think this is fine. If you're wanting what I thought I was purchasing, which is I need it to be anti-frizz. I need this to feel like I can actually style my hair with this thing and not just dry it and then need to straighten it. This was not it for me. So I have a pretty frizzy hair texture naturally, and the way that this is designed and the air that this is blowing out gave me the frizziest hair of all time. I don't even have a picture. I wish I had a picture, but it was not pretty. Like I had to fully do it in layers and straighten it every single time after I used this. And then it kind of defeats the purpose. Like I would have been better off just letting it air dry. So I don't really know what the purpose is of this. Unless you have like a very, very fine, straight hair texture, this might work okay for you. Now what has been amazing for me is the Shark Glossy. Again, this is a higher price point, but to me, you get what you pay for with this thing. This gives you that round brush styling where you can kind of style as you go, but this makes my hair not frizzy and it is so much better. Now I usually do still go in with a straightener because I have these pieces that really want to be like this even if I try to round brush them down, but the texture of my hair with this is so significantly different. Like it's in the name, glossy. It gives it that really glossy, beautiful shine and not the frizzy texture. It also has these hot plates here that you can use in place of a straightener. So again, I still feel like I need, at my current length, to go in with a straightener here, but I've had lots of friends. My aunt uses one of these and she has much longer hair and she doesn't even mess with the straightener. Like she will blow dry it with this side and then use this side on the hot plates and it's beautiful. So I think this is well worth the investment. All right, this one actually makes me mad. Now some of these have just been like, okay, that didn't work out, that wasn't great. This actually infuriates me. So these are the Nordstrom pajamas that I spent $75 on. Look how these held up, you guys. These have not even been, this was after a couple of months of wear that these look this bad. Now I've had them for a long time, but I'm telling you that they looked like this after a couple months of wear. Look how much pilling is on the pants and the shirt of this. And the thing is, when I first bought these, they felt amazing. They were so soft, they were so comfortable. After just a few washes, they started pilling this significantly. And now they're scratchy. Like this is not a comfortable feeling anymore when the fabric starts to get like this. And I know maybe I wasn't the most cautious with how I washed and dried these, but listen, it's a pair of freaking pajamas. I'm not trying to take these to a dry cleaner every time I sleep in them. So this is one that really aggravates me for the price point. 1000% wish I would not have purchased these. And if you are not on board with Walmart's pajamas yet, I'm telling you, these have held up so significantly better. I have had these for a year. There is no pilling on these whatsoever. And these are $19. They have so many good prints of these. They feel just as soft as they did the first day that I got them. I will always be saving my money. You could buy so many pairs of these for one pair of the Nordstrom ones. This is another one that actually really pains me. This one doesn't necessarily make me mad. It just makes me very, very sad because this is the Spanx Air Essentials set. And I love Spanx. I have had their leggings, absolutely my favorite. Love their shapewear, love their bras. Loved the Air Essentials set so much the first couple of months I had it. But I've had this one for going on a year now. And it has not washed and worn very well either. It's similar to the Nordstrom pajamas, not as dramatic, but look at the pilling on this. Like it just, the sweatshirt does not feel anything like it did when I first purchased it. And I actually did pay attention and wash this on Delicate Cycle. I did dry it on low, which maybe you're supposed to hang dry. But again, for me, I'm like, get thrown in with my other laundry or get out of here because I don't have time to baby garments of clothes so much when it comes to the laundry. You're either dealing or you're out of here. But this, I just was very disappointed with how this wore over time. The other thing that really aggravates me about this, and I don't know what I've done wrong here, but I get these stains every time I wear this. Let me find one. Right here. Like, what is this? I have spray and washed that. I use that Miss Mouse cleaner. All of the good solutions that I can put that usually get any stain out, these are not coming out. So now they're unwearable. It's like, I don't know if it's like a oil thing with this, but I'm like, it's not like I went and changed the oil in my car in this. Like, I don't even know what these stains are, but it's aggravating to me that they won't come out of this fabric, even if I put like some sort of treatment on it and then wash it right away. Also, one other thing, the pants don't have pockets. To me, that's just a simple oversight. We want pockets in the pants. Now this one, I actually purchased from Amazon. This has held up better than my Spanx set, which is shocking to me. Trust me, this is not one that I thought I would be including at the beginning of the year. When I first purchased the set, I was all about it, and it just over time hasn't worn the best. This I've had the same amount of time. It's gotten a ton of washing. It's gotten a ton of wearing. It's a little bit of a different fabric makeup, but look at the difference in how the fabric looks after washing and wearing. I don't know if you can tell, but like there's so much pilling and stuff on this one. This one still looks exactly the same as the day that I bought it. And they put pockets in these pants. This is one I'm a little bit scared to share about because I'm not trying to get involved in a lawsuit or anything. So I'm going to tread lightly with what I say here. But I bought these Nutrafol vitamins right after I stopped my chemo and radiation to help with hair growth. And some wild things happened. And I'm not saying that it 100% was the cause because of this, but I am saying that I stopped taking them and it stopped. So I was having skin breakouts on my arms, and I asked my dermatologist about it, and she was like, is there anything different that you're taking, any different like creams, anything that you're putting on your skin? I was like, I cannot think of anything. And then I was like, well, I did start a multivitamin, and I told her about it, and she was like, okay, those have a lot of biotin in them, and in some people, potentially, again, I don't know that this was the cause, but it can cause some like skin reactions if you have too much biotin. So I looked at the bottle. This is 3,000 mcg biotin, which is 10,000% your daily value. So that's a lot of biotin. Now, maybe that's something that we need. I don't know. I've heard other people have loved these and it has helped with hair growth for them. All I'm saying is tread a little lightly, and sometimes with multivitamins, just maybe run it past your doctor. And this is just something that I didn't take after that. And also it's very expensive. One thing that I have loved for my hair growth is the Divi hair serum. And I like that this is not something that I have to put into my body and digest. I'm a little bit picky about vitamins and supplements and things like that now because some of it just isn't super regulated. And after you've gone through a cancer journey, I'm just like, I run everything through my doctor first. we should really do that anyways. But now when I'm actually putting something and ingesting something in my body, I want to be very cautious about it. But this I like because it's just a scalp serum, detoxifies the hair, has this lovely kind of pepperminty smell. And I do feel like my hair has come in extremely healthy. Like it is thick, y'all. And the strands themselves are really healthy and strong. And I feel like this has definitely helped that. This is just something that I wasn't thrilled with and that I feel like so many people have talked about. I was expecting it to really be fantastic and wonderful, and there's nothing necessarily wrong with it. I just think there are better products out there. So this is the Juice Beauty CC cream. I do like that this has SPF 30 in it, so I did use it quite a bit in the summertime, but I just didn't love the coverage on this. I felt like it was a little too kind of cakey and thick. And it also smells a little bit funky to me. And to me, if I'm gonna be putting something on my face, that does matter. Like I don't need it to be where it has a bunch of like synthetic fragrances in it, but I also want it to not give a weird smell if it's gonna be on my face and basically in my own nostrils all day. I prefer this Ilia Skin Concealer. This is True Skin Concealer. And this is just a lighter coverage. I feel like it blends really beautifully. It doesn't have a cakey feel to it, and it has absolutely no fragrance at all. Now this one does not have SPF in it. So if you do switch to this and you've been using that, make sure you do an additional SPF with your like moisturizer in the morning or whatever. Now, I don't know that I can say that the Apple Watch is one of the worst purchases I've ever made, but I did find something that I prefer that is a lot lower price point that I wanted to share with you. Now, I've had my Apple Watch for, goodness, 5 years, I think now, before I had London. So yeah, probably at least 5 years. And it has held up well and it has been good. I don't necessarily need notifications on my wrist. That's something that I learned. I actually ended up turning all of that off. I'm like, do not tell me when someone comments on my Instagram from my watch. Like, I don't need that dinging me all the time. And even for like texts and calls, I'm like, if I don't want my phone on me, then I don't want my phone on me. You know what I mean? Like if it's an emergency, then I'll turn my phone on loud. But I didn't love having the like phone access necessarily in this. So what I ended up using my Apple Watch for is step tracking, which I love, the calorie tracking, and then just the time and the alarm. And if that is all you use your Apple Watch for, may I introduce my favorite watch, which is this really cute one from Amazon. The other thing that I don't love about the Apple Watch is that they're just kind of an eyesore. It's like even when you get a cuter band, this is more of an athletic band, even when you get a cute band, it's just like the face of it is not pretty at all. This one could be like a workwear watch. This is something that you could wear for even like a wedding guest dress or something that you need to be dressed up. I feel like this one looks pretty enough to wear with that. It's really cute, layered with different bracelets. And this has a step tracker, calorie tracker, and alarm options built in. I really have no one to blame but myself for this one, but I purchased this bra from Soma because I heard so many people rave about Soma's bras, and I think I just purchased the wrong bra. So I will give you that. I think that the type of bra I purchased is not the kind of bra that I like to wear every day, but this was pricey. It was definitely in the like upper echelon, I feel like, of what I'm willing to spend on a bra, and it is so incredibly uncomfortable. I never wear this thing. It is a wired bra, and it has like a little bit of a push-up here at the bottom, but it does give good lift and good shape, but it is just so uncomfortable. It's tight, it's constricting. This kind of digs into my skin, and I just have not been pleased with this. The bras that I wear every day, and I'll probably never buy another type of bra as long as I live, are these Amazon bras. There's a bunch of different versions. This one's got the scallop edge, which I think is really cute, but these are seamless, wireless, and they feel like you're wearing nothing. They are so comfortable, but also so supportive. And after all my surgeries, I had a double mastectomy. I need support and comfort above all else, and these really give me that. And for the price point on Amazon, I have been so pleased with these. The other thing I love about these is they actually glue down the padding here. So this does not move all around when you launder it and then you try to get it out and you have to mess with the padding. I hate that. So this stays nice and put, and I've been so happy with these. There's nothing particularly bad about this sweater. I just found one that I really like so much more. This one was from Nordstrom, and I spent a pretty penny on this thing. It's a collared sweater, and it is really nice and soft. It is not cashmere though, and I feel like the quality could have been better for the price, honestly. One that has definitely delivered for me is the Quince Mongolian Cashmere collection. So this is a very similar style, the collared sweater. This is so soft, and you're getting cashmere quality at a lower price point than the Nordstrom one was anyways. My sleep after I got done with all of my surgeries and things was so bad. I've always been such a good sleeper. This really threw me for a loop. It was giving me a ton of anxiety, thinking that I couldn't sleep at night and knowing that I needed that to heal and to function. I tried a lot of things to help. I did not want to go down the path of like an Ambien or something stronger. I wanted to try some more natural things first. And the first thing I tried was melatonin gummies. A lot of people swear by these. These weren't really effective for me. I felt like they did nothing basically. Like I was still up most of the night. They didn't help me fall asleep or stay asleep. And I felt like when I would take these for like a week straight and then go off of them, I would have even more trouble, which was giving me like there was something in my body that was getting like an over-reliance on the melatonin, and I did not like that. So what I ended up trying instead, I've talked about this so much and I will talk about this forever, is this magnesium powder. This is magnesium and L-theanine in it. This stuff works like a charm. The first time I took this, I was like, that's the best night of sleep I've ever gotten in my life. Like, I was so relaxed as I was drinking it. It's just a powder. You can do a half teaspoon to a teaspoon. I usually put it in like a bubbly, like a sparkling water, just to make it it tastes really good, even just regular water, but I like to do almost like a cherry limeade. So I'll do like a lime bubbly and then put this in there, and it's so yummy. I just drink it before bed. I feel so relaxed. I fall asleep so easily, have a great sleep at night. And the thing I love about this is it never makes me feel groggy or drowsy, and I don't notice when I stop. Like, it's not something that I feel like my body is getting reliant on. That's a wrap on my personal worst purchases of the year. Hopefully this helps you not make some of the same mistakes that I did. And as always, this is just my opinion. If you love these things, roll with it. So I will link all of my faves and the things that I didn't love so much right below in the shopping tags, and I'll see you next time.